Holy moly, Ray Fisher just dropped a bombshell on Twitter. Warner Brothers is gonna be pissed. Let's dive in. Welcome back to Strong Arm Flix. So Ray Fisher's just dropped some more news on the Justice League investigation, and this is a bombshell. This is a big one. I'm just gonna go ahead and read this to you guys, and you tell me what you think down below. So Ray Fisher says, I have received official confirmation that Warner Brothers Pictures has decided to remove me from the cast of The Flash. I strongly disagree with their decision, but it is one that is unsurprising. Despite the misconception, Cyborg's involvement in The Flash was much larger than a cameo, and while I do mourn the lost opportunity to bring Victor Stone back to the big screen, bringing awareness to the actions of Walter Hamada will prove to be much more important. On December 30th, 2020, I made it clear that I cannot, with a clear conscience, participate in any production associated with the current president of DC Films, Walter Hamada. The reasoning behind that declaration was twofold. For one, Walter's purposeful attempt to undermine the Justice League investigation in order to protect his friend, the former co-president, Geoff Johns. Two, Walter's attempt to protect himself by contributing to the public dissemination of lies and misinformation about myself and the Justice League investigation in Warner Brothers Pictures. September 4th, statement to the Wrap. Bear in mind that Walter Hamada interfering with the Justice League investigation is a completely separate issue than the investigation itself. And while Walter's behavior was not a point of focus for the investigation of the Justice League reshoots, his dangerous and enabling actions during the investigation process must be called to account. On July 7, 2020, during a 57-minute long phone call with Walter, I made multiple attempts to have him escalate my claims of misconduct against Joss Whedon, Geoff Johns, and John Berg through the proper channels. Rather than escalate the situation when initially asked, Walter disparaged Joss Whedon and John Berg in an attempt to cover for Geoff Johns. When I alerted Walter that Geoff was in fact a major contributor to the issues experienced, including blatant racism, Walter tried, but to no avail, to get me to reveal the names of the witnesses and other specifics that could be used to forewarn Geoff Johns of the claims being brought against him. Walter even went as far as to sharply dismiss certain claims of mine as untrue because of his work experience and personal relationship with Geoff. Walter indicated that he was briefed on Joss Whedon's problematic behavior well in advance of my speaking out on July 1st, 2020. That briefly likely came from Geoff Johns, with whom Walter served as co-president of DC Films. Regardless of how he was made aware, Walter knew that there was legitimacy to my claims against Joss Whedon, yet he persisted in trying to minimize and dismiss the situation, claiming that it is a producer's job to protect the director, and that he was looking to move beyond anything to do with Zack Snyder's Justice League. Wow. It wasn't until I argued Walter down that he agreed to escalate my claims as asked, citing it as above his pay grade, knowing that he had overstepped and that I had no intention of backing down. Walter made matters worse by making a tastelessly self-aware joke about not wanting me to put him on Twitter about this. Well, here we are. Page 2. Despite Walter's best efforts, the Justice League investigation was able to expose the racist, coercive, discriminatory, and retaliatory behavior of Geoff Johns during his tenure with Warner Media's affiliates. It has also led to the more immediate parting of ways between Warner Media and Joss Whedon. While it may legally and financially be safer to quietly face Geoff Johns out or to let Joss Whedon exit of his own accord, I share neither of those responsibilities. Amen to that. My responsibilities are and have been: 1, to try and protect those who were brave enough to lend their voice to the Justice League investigation. 2, to use what little power I possess to ensure that the workplace behavior exhibited during the Justice League reshoots and its investigation never happens again. No one in any profession should have to argue with their employer for their claims of abuse, racism, and discrimination to be taken up the proper chain of command, and no one in any position of leadership should attempt to dissuade those wishing to report such claims from doing so. Walter's actions have transformed this narrative from an investigation of on-set misconduct in 2017 to the examination of the present-day cover-up culture of Hollywood. His contribution to Warner Brothers Pictures' September 4th statement to the Wrap was false, cowardly, and reckless. I maintain that Walter Hamada is unfit for a position of leadership and I am willing at any point to submit a polygraph test to support my claims against him. I don't know how many instances of workplace abuse Walter has attempted to cover in the past, but hopefully the Justice League investigation will be his last. And if the end of my time as Cyborg is the cost for helping to bring awareness and accountability to Walter Hamada's actions, I'll gladly pay. I'll pay it gladly. Onward, gratefully, Ray Fisher. Wow, I told all you naysayers early on, do not try and act like Ray Fisher is being selfish or being a prick. He's got way too much to lose, way too much on the line. This just revealed so much information, this alone. Yeah, hashtag fire Walter Hamada. That's crazy as hell. Let me know your thoughts down below. Till next time, my friends, peace.